What is mom's favorite thing to do?
What is Shawnee's favorite thing to do?
Some things that I think mom loves doing is
Definitely hiking. That's the first thing that comes to my head.
mom's favorite thing to do is beat me in tennis. She loves that.
Mom's favorite thing to do is to enjoy the beauty of the earth and go on hikes and all that, and I love that.
Mom loves to be outside, and I feel like she loves to be, whether it's in nature, whether it's outside just playing pickleball or tennis or something, or even traveling. I just feel like mom loves to be outside wherever she is.
Going on adventures and saying the word adventure. She loves doing that.
Watching the sunset and looking at the moon.
Pictures.
Taking pictures, of course.
Taking pictures, and I know she really loves sunsets. So if I were to guess her favorite thing in this whole world, it would be taking pictures of sunsets.
Also, anything family time.
Our family.
And one word to describe mom is...
What is one word that describes Shawnee?
A few words to describe mom is patient, loving, and helpful.
Like connecting. I feel like mom loves to connect with all of her kids, and I feel like she loves to connect with her outside surroundings, I guess, and with nature too, with hiking or with traveling, whatever it is, and with herself too. I feel like mom is constantly journaling and blogging and kind of recording all of her thoughts and her progress in a lot of areas, I guess, where she's learning.
One way to describe mom is that she's so selfless and she doesn't care about, she cares more about other people than herself, and she always puts people's needs in front of hers. So I could definitely see that when we were in Colorado.
Say sincere. I think she is one of those rare human beings in this world that is sincere 100% of the time. You can feel that just by talking to her, and you can see it in her actions, which is something that's super cool.
Willing. I think mom is super willing to literally do anything for anybody. She is so strong-headed, and it cracks me up that she claims to be shy when she was little, because she will literally talk to just about anybody.
She's full of love. That's 3 words, but she's full of love.
That would be creative. She is one of the most all in, can make something fun out of nothing. I love that about her.
Incredible and enduring.
I think mom and I are the same because...
I think we're the same because...
I find myself doing so many things that I'm like, that is my mom, when I don't know who people are, and I just say, hi, oh my gosh, and I pretend I know them, just like how mom does it.
We're the same because we both freak out when there's a pretty sunset. I got that from her.
Shawnee and I are pretty spontaneous, or at least I'm really spontaneous, and Shawnee is spontaneous with me. Although that's not true, she's pretty spontaneous, but I love that about her. Is if I know that there's one person in the family that can run with a wild idea, that's definitely Shawnee, and I love that.
We both kind of have more of an emotional way of making decisions, kind of. She's almost able to foresee the emotional benefits kind of to a certain decision. I think of Dubai when I'm talking about it, because logically it doesn't really make a lot of sense to try to make it to the water show or whatever it was, because it was logistically kind of hard to get over there. But I feel like mom was able to see the emotional benefit of that before any of us could, and it ended up being one of our favorite memories from the whole summer. That is something that I feel like I do kind of get from mom and relate with her a little bit more on.
Something that we both have in common, I would say, is our love for the outdoors, which is super fun because I love going on hikes and doing things like that.
I don't have a lot of the same as her because she is perfect in every way and I'm not, so I don't really know what I share with her, but I think that I would say that she gave me the genes of just being more like outgoing, even though she wasn't outgoing when she was younger. She was super shy, but like now she talks to everyone that she thinks needs the help, and I think that I've learned that from her.
We both like looking at the nature together.
And I'm the same as Mom because she's giving me those weird little veins on my legs.
Last question. Do you remember what the last question was?
No, you never told me.
Oh.
Shawnee always makes me feel loved because she always picks up the phone when I call, and she calls me a lot, and I always feel her reaching out to me, just wanting to make sure that Max and I are doing all right, or just wanting to hear what's going on in our lives and help us if there's ever anything that they can do. That she is just a really committed mom, and she is so quickly become a mom to me, obviously as a mom-in-law, but she's just so devoted to anybody that's under her wing and even people that aren't, so I really love that.
She shows her love by saying it, maybe too much sometimes, and
First, I would say patience. I think that all moms just have to have this crazy amount of patience. And I think Shawnee is somebody that's just naturally really good at having patience.
she shows her love for me by giving the biggest hugs or writing the longest emails, the longest, sweetest emails.
Pretty explicitly honest. Like, I feel like she shows her love by just showing a ton of interest in whatever I'm invested in. On the phone, she's very excited with me about anything that I'm excited about. I feel like she's just a very good, reliable person to kind of talk things through with, because she really makes an effort to understand how I feel about things, and she's not necessarily like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way just because of this and this. I feel like Mom's really good at breaking things down for me and being like, yeah, I completely understand why you would feel that way, or why you're so excited about this and stuff. And I feel like she's able to kind of ride that wave with me. And I think that's an awesome way that she shows her love.
She also shows it by hanging out with you.
Mom shows her love for me by always asking me how my day was after school or anything, or always texting me and like giving me encouragement.
Honestly, one of the biggest things that Mom does that shows her love for me is sending packages. Sending packages is hard to do and it takes time, and the fact that she does that for so many things makes me feel very loved, and I appreciate that a lot. And I also feel loved when she pushes me to come to Team Fit and come to hike or whatever it may be.
The time that she spends with each and every one of us, even though Wellesley and I live really far, she's really good at taking the time to call us, see how we're doing, and that's something that honestly means a lot to us.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Shawnee. You're the best mom-in-law ever. Love you so much.
Sweet, sweet mother. I love you.
Love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
She's just the best mom in the entire world, and I love her.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. Abby and I love you so much, and we're thankful for everything that you do for us. And you are the best mom. We love you.